So I've been thinking about Ashes of Creation, as I'm sure we all have been. And one thing I wanted to talk about was how the balancing of what your objective is seems kind of nice. And what I mean by that is when you're soloing, you can earn like a decent amount of glint just running around killing mobs, getting items here and there. You sell the common ones, but you keep the uncommon and above basically until you get enough of the uncommon. And then when you're looking to get EXP, that's when you want to group up, get into like like an 8-man group and go find a good spot and then start killing stuff. And then when you're looking for big cash, big money, that's when you'll be headed towards caravans. And that's when you get in like a big raid, do a big caravan raid. And it feels like there is still a chance for solo players to play the game and have fun with it. It's not just going to be like, oh, you're not in a group. That means you can't do any of this. I just want to talk about that. It feels pretty good just running around. And before you know it, I don't know if they increased the drop rate of glint and stuff, but it seems like they have. And because of that, walking around just killing mobs by yourself, it's not really the most efficient when it comes to EXP. Like you'll level up, sure, but that is more about getting just a small amount of glint that you need. It's good because I think what I'm trying to convey here is that when you're in a group, like an 8-man or a raid, what'll happen is it'll do like a round robin of sometimes you'll get a drop, like 1 out of 8 times you'll get a drop for glint or whatever. But when you're soloing, you get like, every 6 out of 8 mobs, you'll get a drop. So in that way, you're getting a lot more glint, but less EXP. And that feels kind of balanced to me. So there is actually, in a sense, this game has been marketed a lot as a game that is supposed to be a group game, but there's a lot of ways where playing solo can actually be beneficial. And it's not to say that playing in a group you won't make any gold. You will, but it will just be less. So there is sort of like it's nice that playing solo can help with those small gains, because if you log on and no one else is on in your guild or whatever, then there is still an opportunity for you to go out and do something to progress. That isn't the artisan system, obviously. And yeah, I just wanted to say, I think that's really cool. So yeah, that's all.